Hey guys, in this video, I am going to show you heights of all US presidents. William McKinley, 5 feet 7 inches. John Adams, 5 feet 7 inches. John Quincy Adams, 5 feet 7 inches. Ulysses S. Grant, 5 feet 8 inches. Zachary Taylor, 5 feet 8 inches. James K. Polk, 5 feet 8 inches. William Henry Harrison, 5 feet 8 inches. Rutherford B. Hayes, 5 feet 8 inches. Harry S. Truman, 5 feet 9 inches. Millard Fillmore, 5 feet 9 inches. Jimmy Carter, 5 feet 9 inches. Calvin Coolidge, 5 feet 10 inches. Theodore Roosevelt, 5 feet 10 inches. Andrew Johnson, 5 feet 10 inches. Franklin Pierce, 5 feet 10 inches. Dwight D. Eisenhower, 5 feet 10 inches. Woodrow Wilson, 5 feet 11 inches. Grover Cleveland, 5 feet 11 inches. Joe Biden, 5 feet 11 inches. George W. Bush, 5 feet 11 inches. Richard M. Nixon, 5 feet 11 inches. Herbert Hoover, 5 feet 11 inches. William H. Taft, 5 feet 11 inches. Gerald R. Ford, 6 feet. Warren G. Harding, 6 feet. James A. Garfield, 6 feet. James Buchanan, 6 feet. John Tyler, 6 feet. James Monroe, 6 feet. Barack Obama, 6 feet 1 inches. Ronald Reagan, 6 feet 1 inches. John F. Kennedy, 6 feet 1 inches. Andrew Jackson, 6 feet 1 inches. Bill Clinton, 6 feet 2 inches. George H. W. Bush, 6 feet 2 inches. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 6 feet 2 inches. Chester A. Arthur, 6 feet 2 inches. George Washington, 6 feet 2 inches. Thomas Jefferson, 6 feet 2 inches. Donald Trump, 6 feet 3 inches. Lyndon B. Johnson, 6 feet 3 inches. Abraham Lincoln, 6 feet 4 inches.